What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seatbelt. So a lot of people seem to think that I never have anything negative to say regarding Nintendo. But the truth is, I've had plenty to say opposing Nintendo over the years. It's just that when I make a point to do so, I make sure that it's when it's something that actually makes sense, when it's something that's actually worth complaining about. You have a lot of people out there that will just complain about anything. They don't even think it through yet, and they just complain. I don't know if it's because it gets you views or whatever, but I have had my share of complaints against Nintendo, but I've always made sure that it was for something that was worth complaining about. So for your viewing enjoyment, I've actually put together a little small compilation of me doing just that. So get your popcorn ready, have that seat, and enjoy the show. Nintendo of America. We have to talk. Stop with the Sunday releases. There is no point to have a Sunday release in America. Stop with the Sunday releases. Release your games on Tuesdays like everyone else. That pisses me off that you can't order a game online with release date shipping just because you decide that you want to have, oh, I want my system to come out on Sunday. Oh, I want my games to come out on Sunday. Stop that! Stop it! Stop! I want to be able to order online from the convenience of my home and have it get there day one just like any other game system, just like any other game. Stop with the Sunday releases. Just stop. Stop! I camped out for Wii. I ain't camping out for Wii U. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to do it. Have the Wii U come out on a freaking regular day, please. 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 I'm not camping out for hours again. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it, Nintendo. No more Sunday releases. Now I see with some of you guys are testing it out. I see with a couple of the 3DS first party games, they've been having release dates that weren't Sunday. Like I think Kid Icarus with the 3DS comes out on a Tuesday or Wednesday. That's good. That's good. Keep it up, Nintendo. Stop with the Sunday releases. They don't make any sense. I'm tired of going to church on Sunday and then worrying about by the time I get out of church if the game's gonna be sold out. Stop it, Nintendo. Stop. Just come out on a freaking Tuesday like everybody else. Okay? Okay? That's what I thought. Tuesdays. Not Sundays. Tuesdays. Thank you. With this generation coming to a close, being the Wii's final year, it's time to discuss the top 5 Wii hardware problems. Now, I love Nintendo, I love the Wii, but that doesn't mean that I don't see what they do wrong. That doesn't mean I don't see what Nintendo does wrong. That doesn't mean that I won't see problems there were with the Wii's hardware. So we're going to get into a top 5. I know you freaking Wii haters are going to love this video, but honestly, dude, I did the same thing about the 360 a long time ago. I mean, I could honestly do the same thing about the PS3, but that would be too easy, and that'd be beating a dead horse and then shooting it and then drop kicking it and then stabbing it. So I won't do that. Sound. Now this is probably the least important, but still needs to be said. Now, the GameCube had Dolby Pro Logic 2 support. The Wii has Dolby Pro Logic 2 support. Now, that was cute or whatever with the GameCube, but with the Wii, come on now. There should have been true 5.1 support. There should have been a digital out for sound. No real excuse for not putting that in there. Now, granted, the average person cannot really tell the difference between Dolby Pro Logic 2 and True 5.1, but still, the fact that it wasn't in there was just cutting corners. That was just being cheap. No Bluetooth headset support. Really? Really? Now, the thing that's really jacked up about this one, and really makes me angry, is the fact that the Nintendo Wii and the PlayStation 3 both use the same Bluetooth technology by, I think it's by Broadcom. Yet the Wii has absolutely no Bluetooth headset support. Why? No, seriously, why? Why doesn't it? It makes no sense at all. If the Wii U does not have Bluetooth headset support, I am going to slap somebody at Nintendo. Seriously, I'm going to slap somebody at Nintendo. You're just gonna see a video of me just slapping a nigga, telling them to have a seat over some Bluetooth headset support. The Wii U better have Bluetooth head support or it's on. It's on. This is probably gonna be a lot of people's number one, but it's because they haven't seen number 2 or 1 yet. Now, no HD support. Now, Nintendo hinted, or at least teased, that they were throwing around the possibility of adding HD support to the Wii before it came out. And they decided to nix it altogether. But what's dumb though is because from what I hear, the actual Wii development kits do have HD support. It's just the commercial Wii units that you and me buy that have it disabled. Now, that's crazy to me because, especially coming from Nintendo, who usually thinks ahead on that kind of thing. This is the same company that had all these mystery expansion ports on all their systems until the Wii. This is the same company that had an expansion pack for the N64, thinking ahead for high-res graphics, but they didn't leave the option only for the HD support. And it's not like the system is not powerful enough to do it. All it needed was another meg of on the frame buffer for HD. I mean, the PS2 is an example of this. The Gran Turismo on there is 1080i. The Xbox had 720p support, and the Wii's more powerful than both of them. So there's really no excuse for the non-HD. None. Even if they want to say, oh, it's because the market wasn't ready for it. We're not talking about a more powerful system. We're talking about just strictly the resolution support, and that should have been there. There's no excuse for that. Shaders. Lack of true shader support, or lack of, let's say, current shader support, is really what killed the Wii's chances with most third parties. Now, the reason why the Wii didn't get a lot of third-party support and a lot of ports isn't because the system wasn't powerful enough. It's because it lacked the shader standard. Period. If the Wii had even the same level of shader support as the 3DS, which is still, a lot of people get this wrong, the shaders on the 3DS are still fixed function. The 3DS does not have fully programmable shaders. If the Wii had the shader support like the 3DS, it would have gotten most of these third-party games. And if you need evidence, look at the 3DS. Look at all these games being made for the 3DS that were never even considered for the Wii. And the Wii is more powerful technically than the 3DS. The 3DS just has more current shader support. If the Wii had this, not only would it have been even more successful because it would have had the Nintendo first parties, it would have had a whole bunch of the multi-platform titles. And honestly, if that happened, a lot of people that own a Wii and bought a 360 and own a Wii and bought a PS3 because they were missing out on those games would have never done that because they wouldn't have been missing out on anything. Lack of true shader support hurt the Wii. It hurt the Wii. The Wii still did good without it, but with it, it would have been unstoppable. So now that brings me to number 1. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably scratching your head and like, oh, he shaders or HD? What else could there be? What could possibly be number one? The number one hardware flaw in the Wii, bar none, is Wii Connect 24/7. The reason why Wii Connect 24/7 is the biggest hardware fail is because it didn't do anything it was supposed to do. And it sacrificed system performance to do something that never happened. Wii Connect 24/7 is a straight fail. What is it? The system's been out 6 years and there's only one title that actually uses Wii Connect 24/7. Now, you guys probably don't remember, but before the Wii came out and they were advertising Wii Connect 24/7, it was supposed to be advertised as their system always being on, and developer, you would wake up in the morning to the pretty blue light and they would have DLC for you and secret levels and all kinds of stuff. None of that crap happened. None of it happened. And Wii Connect 24/7 is actually responsible for the Wii, even though it still has the lowest, by far the lowest failure rate of any of the systems released this generation, it still has the highest of any Nintendo system. And that's because of Wii Connect 24/7. But what really pisses me off about Wii Connect 24/7, besides the fact that they never did anything with it and it doesn't work, is that from reading, I forgot which one it was, but reading one of the Iwata asks on Nintendo.com about the Wii hardware, they sacrificed a lot of performance just to be able to keep the Wii on 24/7. And the fact that it doesn't even use it, and we could have had a way more powerful system for the same price, wouldn't have cost any more, just couldn't be on 24/7, that pisses me off. It really does, because it was just a waste. What a waste. Would you rather have the Wii system be more powerful for the same price, or would you rather it be the power as is now, just so you can see a pretty blue light every once in a while when you get a message 3 hours later? Exactly. Wii Connect 24/7 is the biggest hardware failure on the Wii. Oh yeah, and Nintendo, I'm very serious about that Bluetooth headset support. There better be Bluetooth headset support for Wii U, or you better check the box on that pimp slap. Have a seat. Okay, so I normally don't do this, but this particular video, I want all my subs, all Nintendo fans, all Wii U fans, all people that own this system, know how awesome this system is, to share this video. I'm gonna post this video on my Twitter. You can retweet it, tweet it on your Twitter, share it on your Facebook group, share it on your message boards, wherever you post that. Share this video throughout the freaking internet, because this is something that Nintendo really needs to hear. Now, there's been a lot of talk as of late about the Wii U's sales, or lack thereof, over the past couple of months in the United States. And a lot of people like to say that the reason that the Wii U isn't selling that well is because there's no huge games out for the system yet. And while that's true, two of the big major issues with the Wii U sales have nothing to do with what games are available currently for the system at all. The first reason being lack of advertisement, the second being lack of hype. Now, the biggest problem is the huge lack of advertisement. Nobody knows what this system is. Yes, us, the hardcore gamer, we all know what the Wii U is, but nobody else seems to. That is a problem. If you come out with a new system and nobody knows what it is, nobody's even heard of it, nobody knows about it, that is a problem. And a problem that could be easily rectified by Nintendo. Nintendo has a lot of money. A lot of money. So, where are the commercials? Where are the commercials for the Wii U? If the system isn't selling, show commercials. Where are the commercials? These commercials, if it's not selling, commercials should be all over the place. They should be showing so many commercials that I'm getting tired of watching commercials. That's how many commercials should be shown for the Wii U right now. Commercials for the Wii U on TV right now should be so frequent that when I see one, I want to throw up because I saw too many. That's how many commercials should be shown for the Wii U right now. Millions upon millions upon millions of software, games, hardware, etc., have been sold based on the commercial alone. Why are there no commercials for this system? I don't want to hear, oh no, yeah, I mean, we know that the sales are going to be bad, so it's because we're pushing these games back. That's fine. Show some freaking commercials, though. Show some freaking commercials. And what's crazy is I see some pretty good commercials and promos and stuff on eShop and online for the Wii U, but none of those are on TV. What is the point of having a good promotion, a good commercial on eShop? If you're on eShop, that means you already own the damn system. How about showing those on TV for people that don't have the system, for potential buyers? The system would sell way more than it's selling now if it had proper advertising. Another thing that the Wii U is currently lacking that Nintendo could fix easily with one single Nintendo Direct or two is hype. The Wii U at the moment has zero hype. And the reason for this is that Nintendo is so dead set on being so freaking secretive. Now, the reason why they are so secretive is because, as time and time has proven again, their competition, such as Sony and Microsoft, love copying Nintendo. Yes, this is a fact. They like copying Nintendo. They copy damn near everything Nintendo does. This is a fact. But I can see when it comes to hardware configurations, surprise hardware announcements, stuff like that. But when it comes to software, really, even if they copy, it's not going to be nearly as good as Nintendo's. And this is quite evident with games like PlayStation All-Stars. That game came out, what, 4 or 5 years after Brawl, and it still sucked. Just because you copy Nintendo doesn't mean you can be Nintendo. Nintendo needs to loosen up on that secretive grip a little bit. Now, I can see why they don't want to announce games and hype them up all early, way before they come out, because of the Twilight Princess situation, where it just got so much hype that there was no way that it could possibly live up to the hype. I understand that. But today is different. Today, you have a system that is not selling that well. It sold really well in the end of last year, but the last couple months, it hasn't been selling that well. You need hype. The PlayStation 3 is a shining example of how hype can get you sales. The PlayStation 3 hardly had any games worth owning the first entire year it was on the shelves, but it still did fine hardware-wise. Why? Because everyone knew what a PlayStation 3 was. Everyone knew about the PlayStation 3, and it was hyped to hell. Now, this past generation, Nintendo kind of enforces a policy where they don't announce a game until it's pretty close to coming out. That needs to end right now. Now, I can see not announcing a game 2-3 years before it comes out, that's fine. But if it's coming out within a year or so, or a year and a half even, just announce it. People like knowing what is coming to the system that they pay for. People even buy systems just based on a game announcement. There's people that bought a Wii U just because Bayonetta 2 was coming to the Wii U. If you announce games, people will buy the system. Even if they know a game's gonna come to the system, but once you officially announce it, it's just a little bit different. People get pumped, people get hyped, people like to be hyped. Now, some people might say, oh, Dr. Payne, they're not showing the stuff because it's not ready. It's not in playable form. Since when does a game have to be in playable form for you to show a teaser trailer? Exactly. Even showing a teaser, full motion video, CG trailers of upcoming games coming to the Wii U that haven't been announced yet would do wonders for both Wii U's hype and Wii U sales. Look at Smash Bros. Brawl. That trailer, that first trailer that was shown, had no gameplay at all. It was all CG, but the hype went through the roof. People was buying Wiis based on a CG trailer, knowing damn well it wasn't in real time, but nobody cared because they just knew that it was coming, and they liked the fact that we knew some of the new characters that were going to be in the game. And honestly, that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. If Bayonetta 2 is coming out before the end of the summer, why is there no real trailer for this game yet? It comes out, what, 3 months and there's no real gameplay trailer? Really? If there's one thing that Nintendo actually can learn from Sony and Microsoft, is how to hype. Hype your system. The Wii U is an amazing system. Everyone that's had hands-on with it, everyone that owns the system, has fallen in love with the system. We love the system. Hype the system up. Market the system. Show some freaking commercials. We're going to put demos in stores. Yeah, that stuff works, but you still need to freaking market the system. Not everyone is going to go out to the store just to try the system. We live in an age of lazy freaking bums. Show commercials. They're going to be at home watching TV. Show commercials on TV. Hype your system up. We don't care if the games aren't finished yet. Show teaser trailers. Officially announce them. Hype them up, just like everyone else does. Okay, Nintendo? All right. I still love you. But, yeah, you need to get your act together.
What's up, Nintendo? So I'm sitting here watching Monday Night Raw, and it's about an hour and a half in, and let me tell you what I didn't see. Well, first, let me tell you what I did see first. Show's only been on an hour and a half, and I've already seen at least 10 PS4 or Xbox One commercials. 10 of them. But let me tell you what I didn't see. Wii U commercials. Any of them. Not one. Nada. And it seems that if the system isn't selling as well as you thought, you might want to show some TV commercials. Just a thought. You might want to show some freaking commercials if the system isn't selling as well as desired. Because Nintendo, that's what people usually do when they have problems with their products' awareness. They show TV commercials on TV during popular shows so that an audience can see their product in a TV commercial.
All right, so we now know the real reason why Splatoon won't have voice chat. The co-director of the game, Yusuke Hamano, commented on the very reason why Splatoon at least at the moment, because we're going to change that, does not have voice chat. And honestly, this is probably one of the most selfish reasons that I can think of. Now, here's what he says. This is coming from personal experience. When I played online games, I didn't like the negativity I got and people yelling or people telling me, "You're crap, go away." So we wanted to focus on the positive aspects of online gaming. And it says, Amano admits this approach means missing out on a feature that makes online play stand out for many players. He said, "I don't want you to misunderstand. I'm not denying having chat in an online game does contribute to fun, but as we said, we want to grab new people." So they think that having voice chat in this game is actually going to alienate people from wanting to play the game. Now, on one side of the coin, I can see where they're coming from. There's a lot of people that don't like voice chat in their games. They don't like listening to people either whine at them or poking fun in their face, telling them to have a seat. I get it. But on the other side of the coin, there's some people, a lot of people, that like to hear who they're playing, that like people to hear them while they're playing. And why should those people be punished, pretty much, for something that could easily be an option? It could be optional. If you don't like voice chat, turn it off. If you don't want to talk to people when you're playing the game, turn it off. If you don't want to hear people talking, turn it off. That is what the mute function is for. But okay, Nintendo. How about this? You're worried about people being offended on the game because you want to reach more players. But honestly, by pulling this move, you're actually going to have less sales, not more, because you're going to have more people not wanting to buy this game because it doesn't have voice chat than people that won't buy it because it does. Like, I've never seen in the history of internet a gamer actually say, I was going to buy this game, but I saw that it had voice chat, and I said, no way, Jose, like, please. Not one person has purchased an online game, found out it had voice chat, and said, no thank you. Not one. But you're going to have a bunch of people that see that it doesn't have voice chat and decide not to purchase it, whether they were going to use the voice chat or not. But Nintendo is worried about people being offended with voice chat. Well, how about this, Nintendo? How about making voice chat disabled by default? And the people that actually want to use voice chat can go to the options menu and enable it. How does that sound? How does that sound, Nintendo? Oh wait, no, not secure enough? Okay, let's take it old school then. How about we have to enter a code for voice chat? How about that? Like the blood code for Mortal Kombat 1 on the Genesis? Let's do that. How about we enter ABACAVC, voice chat? How about we do that, Nintendo? Bring voice chat to this game. There's really no excuse. Give gamers the option to have a voice in this game. It's a third-person shooter. It needs voice chat. It's an online third-person shooter. It needs voice chat. Now, still going to pick the game up, but like I said before a couple months ago, not going to stop until voice chat gets added to this freaking game. Now, Bill Trenton, I want you to translate this to them. Bring voice chat to this game now. Bring voice chat to Splatoon now. Now, we as Nintendo fans are going to demand this, and I'm dead serious too. I want you guys to hit up Miiverse. I want you to hit up Twitter. I want you to hit up Facebook. I want you to make videos. Bring voice chat to this game. Period. Operation Have That, Hear That Seat. There we go. Operation Hear That Seat. Not gonna stop till this game has voice chat. And to the people out there, oh, well, it doesn't have voice chat because Nintendo, they don't want the younger gamers talking to people online. Is that so? Then, if that's so, please tell me why Nintendo had voice chat and released a headset for Pokemon on the DS. Please explain that to me. Please explain to me why there are about 5 or 6 officially licensed Wii U headsets and almost none of the games use them. Please explain that to me. And don't get it twisted, Nintendo. We want real voice chat. Not that gamepad junk. That's voice scat. We want voice chat with actual headsets. Headset support. Not gamepad gibberish. Headset support. There's about 5 or 6 Wii U headsets out there. We want headset voice chat support. No gamepad garbage. Headset support. Give it to us. Okay, so we know that Reggie is going to be at this year's VGAs, which now has a new title, the VGX. And this is going to be pretty much the first time that Nintendo has been presenting something at this show. And we already have a bunch of people, some with realistic expectations, some with not really realistic expectations. Like some people are expecting to see the new Zelda there. Some people are expecting to get the release date for Smash Brothers, which is possible. But no one knows exactly what to expect from this announcement. But now we just found out that, I guess leaked by Amazon, that Cranky Kong supposedly is going to be playable, the 4th playable character in the new Donkey Kong game. Now, Reggie, if this is what you're going to the VGX to announce, if this is your surprise announcement, stay home. Stay home. Either stay home or come up with something else. Don't go all the way to that show to announce something we don't care about. If you are really expecting to announce that at this show, stay home.
What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seat though. Now, I was going to wait to do this video until we had some more confirmation, but I've been talking to some people, and apparently this is pretty much as good as confirmed. So, apparently, the Nintendo NX is going to come with only 32 gigs of storage again. Now, before you guys say, oh, well, it doesn't need a lot of storage because it's using carts. Yes, it doesn't need to install the games anymore. But what about all these freaking patches that these third parties come out with all the time? These updates. Where are we supposed to store that? Now, you're going to say, oh, well, you can just buy an external hard drive. Yeah, that's true. But this system is also made to be used on the go. Are you supposed to be carrying that around attached to a portable hard drive? Or are we supposed to use the thumb drives that Nintendo recommended that we not use for storage with the Wii U? How is this going to work? Maybe they have some kind of magical cloud storage where you can update your games via the cloud and there's no need for a hard drive at all. I don't know. But this is crazy. And if this is true, Nintendo, even though if you can buy your own external hard drive, they need to come out with, like I said, with the Wii U, a Nintendo branded hard drive that they sell right with the NX to get people to buy it so that these third-party developers don't automatically turn their nose up at the NX because of the storage. I hope this isn't true, but it probably is.